What is up, bros and broskies? BeastmodeGuNs here, and welcome to cast number 12 of my Supreme Commander Forged Alliance game cast series, where I pick out games from the community, or you send me game IDs and I cast them. So yeah, we are into a high level 1v1 here. We have ImYourOnlyWaifu, aka PetricPwnz versus ZLO on Cluster Freak, and yeah, we'll get into it here. We have Petric as UEF and ZLO as Seraphim. So that will be a very amusing match to see. And I imagine we're going to be seeing some drops, especially. I'm saying this because this map has a special little restriction here, and this is kind of into the map. Like, the way this map is, you cannot build water. I mean, you cannot have units on the water. At least, you can't have you can't have tanks or navy or anything. You can't have other units, I don't know, just anything that manages to get on the water pretty much disappears. Like, you try to build a factory there, it'll despawn. Like a navy factory, I think it's always been like this. And yeah, so basically, hover land. I mean, you can still use it, but you just can't put in the water. And basically, navy is basically off limits on this map by default. And yeah, there are 2 hydras and 5 mexes in the base, so and that's actually good because this map is dependent on airplay. This is usually a 2v2 map. There is one middle here to fight over, and then there's the bottom left here and the top right for expansions. It has all the same stuff as a standard base, which is all the more proof that I think this would usually be a 2v2 map. But regardless, we'll just see what actually happens here. And yeah, I haven't really seen either one of them play too much, but I'm expecting good things regardless. I mean, you all have seen them, and of course they're 2100, so to not see anything good of them is, well, to not be expecting anything good is just a derpy. And this is a very different map though, so I'm expecting to see weird shit, if anything. And Petric here is getting a transport up, is getting some engineers and Striker here, and he is already going for his first drop here. Let's see where he's going. Is going to the middle. Petric is already going for the middle. That is where the majority of the mass is on the map. The middle has more mass than both the other 2 expansions combined. So that's going to, if Petric can control this entire thing, then even if ZLO was to get the left and right islands here, he would have more mass. I mean, he would still have less mass, although he would have control of the hydros, so you want to get those hydros. And yeah, and now interceptors and scouts going out here skirmishing about. And now another drop coming from Petric. He's going to take this top right island here. And that'll be nice to see. Bombers coming out from Petric and ZLO. Right here and here. Seraphim bomber from ZLO might be able to might be able to kill these expanding engineers here. Petric is spreading out his engineers because I think he is aware of the bomber coming. And yeah, the bomber does come, and he does try Micro's bomber here to kill these or hover bomb. He has tried a hover bomb, but it fails. And now this interceptor battle here is continuing, and now it's down to 1v1 here between this interceptor from Petric and this interceptor from ZLO. And unless this interceptor gets there, ZLO's going to win, but oh, bad movement. Petric wins. And ZLO is taking 2 new interceptors to get there. Petric is taking control of all the middle mass, getting his units out, making sure it's secure. A few tanks, a few anti-airs. And yeah. Now Petric is going for his 3rd drop here on the bottom left, and ZLO is actually going to contest him for this. ZLO has a transport here load with 6 engineers. Petric a transport load with 3. Petric is going to be able to drop first, but I mean, we'll see what he does. He is building a tech on point defense. That'll be interesting to see. ZLO does have more build power, so I mean, if he were able to build a point defense, he'd probably beat Petric. But at the same time, he doesn't have the eco, looks like. He is reclaiming the engineers here. There's 2 engineers to reclaim. One has already been reclaimed, and the point defense finishes. And now ZLO is actually capturing the point defense here. Only 1 engineer left. He's still doing it. The point defense kills the transport and gets captured. And the point defense kills the last 2 engineers here. belonging to Petric, and ZLO actually gains control of the bottom left island. So there's a start for ZLO. He is a bit late here overall, obviously, picking up his expansion. You don't exactly expect someone to rush for their expansion. I mean, regardless, so this map is very weird. ZLO is getting Tech to Air this early. He only has 300 energy, so that might be rough. I'm gonna see how his eco's doing here. He is mass stalling. I think he's gonna be mass stalling most of the game due to the lack of expansion. He is trying to get a factory up here. It's gonna take a while. Negative 33 mass and only 11. That's gonna stall him very badly here, I think. As Petric is sitting positive on both mass and energy. No need to upgrade any mass though, since he has so many mass points right now. Let me see. Yeah, it's sitting on 23 Tech 1 mass extractors. Some did land here. Actually, oh, it looks like Petric took back his sorry. Petric takes back his expansion here, and this transport will die, and that will be some mass for ZLO. But Petric does make a Lobo drop and kills the point defense that ZLO previously captured from him, and just basically has control. And ZLO is making a Tech 2 transport here, and that probably means he's either going for a large Zooey drop, which he's not making Zooeys at the moment, so I doubt that. Oh, I had to -2, my bad. Or, or he's going for an ACU drop, and we'll see which in the moment. His ACU is loading onto the transport. He is going to go for an ACU drop, and we'll see where. It looks like he has it plotted for, yeah. He has it plotted for Petric's main base currently. We'll see where that goes. That'll be very interesting to see. He doesn't have the eco to build point defense there. I don't think he'd be able to do it. And now interceptors are coming up, and ZLO switches course here to Petric's middle island. And now he is capturing this factory. Now he's captured a UEF factory from Petric. He has a UEF and a Seraphim tech here. Air battle is going on, and ZLO just taking his dominance over Petric, saying, "Get the heck out of my airspace. I'm dropping my ACU whether you like it or not." And yeah, Petric is responding with the small land force he has on the center island at the moment, but ZLO, it's nothing ZLO can't kill with his ACU. So that'll be very nice to see. Apologies for the yawning. I haven't fully woken up yet. I've been up for about 2 hours, and well, it takes me a while to wake up, to put simply. Excuses. Yeah, Petric is going to kill the UEF tech here that ZLO captured with a few Lobos and Strikers, and does it successfully. Petric's like, "No, screw you. You're not capturing my tech and getting away from it. I'm going to kill this shit, and you're going to stick to your alien shit. You're going to stick to your alien shit." Basically just giving ZLO the finger and capturing the UEF tech. A few Zooeys here do drop from ZLO as well as an engineer. But Lobos here coming to meet the drop. And they will kill this NG, I think. Oh, they're not targeting the NG. They're going for the Zooeys. And ZLO is on the move. His ACU is coming to try and intercept the Lobos. But the Lobos turn back around, and they're going to try catch this engineer here. But ZLO's NG is going to just dance around a bit. I think he has some patrol in circles. It does try to reclaim its Lobo, but gets killed. There are pretty much no more land use except for this single hero Lobo on the center island here. We'll see if it does anything. No, it does not. And it dies, and yeah, now ZLO is taking control of the center island, building land factories, and now another air battle is going on here, and ZLO is still maintaining air control, and that was only a distraction because Petric drops his ACU straight on the middle island here. So now Petric is on the middle island to contest ZLO and his potential center dominance, and that's bad for ZLO because Petric has the air 2 islands, which will, and if Petric is able to make his to keep control of a certain amount of territory on the island there, then ZLO will not be having a good time. And a large Lobo drop here coming in from Petric. There are a few Zooeys here, but They're outnumbered. We'll see if they do anything here. And let's see. And the Zoos kill most of the Lobos. And no Lobo microwave from Petric he should be microwaving those so they can do a little more damage. But it doesn't matter anyway. All the Lobos here die. And the mass is completely destroyed, so no reclaim for ZLO, unfortunately. And point defense here from Petric. Looks like another Petric did put up another point defense and got captured yet again. And now Petric's ACU is on the retreat. New Lobo drop from Petric. And then Tech 2 transport here. Just sitting here. I'm not sure what it's doing. And it goes down, so it's the Lobo sitting on it. And we'll see what's going on here. I got pinged. Petric, there's new transfer here. Petric is trying to get out. He was going for his main base. Looks like he's switching down to. Let me see where he's switching down to this spot now. ZLO's interceptors were in pursuit, but they stopped. It looks like they're just trying to kill these interceptors here. And now Petric actually has a. Petric is spamming out interceptors here. I think Petric actually has a superior amount of air to ZLO. ZLO does try to bring in a Zooey drop, but it fails. And ZLO is actually going to lose the rest of his air. ZLO has lost the one advantage he has right now over Petric, and he has lost air control to Petric completely. And he was holding on there for a while, but it looked like it was mostly just Petric toying with him, if anything. And now Petric is going to go fly all his interceptors over ZLO's. No, he's not. It looked like he's gonna, but he might. Actually, yeah, he's gonna. They are set to circle around, and they're going to make sure that ZLO can't put out new aircraft into the front fight. And one does get out, but it dies off the map here. And now ZLO is putting up anti-air turrets. He's going to try to break free this little air rape cake. He needs air. He needs air control. He needs, he needs air control release for space to be clear of enemy aircraft if he wants to be able to expand, or expand out or bring reinforcements to the center. That's how this map works. He does completely control the center here, so that will give him the economy he needs to hopefully start catching up to Petric. But with all this air harassment coming out, Tech 2 gunship here from Petric, ZLO is not going to be having that great of a time. I think personally. Another drop here from Petric gets completely destroyed yet again. Destroyed by the first wave of Zooey fire. And yeah, Tech 1 mobile AA and more anti-air turrets is coming out from ZLO. But gunships are a pain in the ass to kill for Tech 1, to be honest. And the Tech 1 mobile AA here are just slowly whittling down this Tech 2 gunship and do finally kill it, but not before it kills one more Tech 1 mechs. So he's trying to limit his economy. Petric here has a tactical missile launcher and just fired one off. ZLO has TMD here at the right side, and it looks like this tactical missile is going to hit him. It's gonna be this tactical missile is going. It looks like there are some targets here, like this Tech 2 HQ factory or this Tech 2 PGen, and it hits the factory. It's still alive, but one more missile will do it in, and we'll see if he gets it. Janus bombers are coming up. They are hitting this factory. One more right here might be able to kill it, and it does. It kills it. And Petric does hit with the TML as well, so that's going to be less mass for ZLO as a result. Anyways, there is a transport here as well for some mass. ZLO doesn't have much mass to get, and ZLO, another missile hits, and it's hitting straight for this. It kills the Tech 2 power. ZLO has lost his power. He only has one Hydro and some PGens. There's not really much else he can do here. But look, he might keep fighting. That's to be determined. There are GGs coming out. But we'll see. The bombers are continuing their harassment here, and ZLO is trying to put out his own tac launcher. But I mean, at this point, I don't think it really do much. Petric will have another tac missile here in a sec, and we'll see what happens here. What ZLO intends to do. And yeah. Another transport here just killed in this point defense, amusingly enough. UEF transports do have fighting capability. Do actually have their own little fighting capability. Funny enough. UF transports can actually harm targets. Tech 2s anyway, even Tech 3s I think. Yeah, they can kill like. Yeah, so yeah, this transport here will kill that PD and whatnot. And now there's another little air battle going on. It looked like ZLO tried to go for a comm drop but failed. There's this transport right here and the explosion obviously. Sorry I missed that. And it looks like this guy was observing. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that. So sorry that I missed that attempt there. I really shouldn't have been focusing on transport. But yeah, ZLO goes down to interceptors while trying to comm drop Petric in the last ditch effort to do something, and dies and explodes. It was GG. Let's go for the chat here. And I mean, Petric did a good job of getting the early expansions. ZLO did fine too, but by the time he got his expansions, though, Petric took the air advantage from him. It was basically air or middle expansion. And while the middle expansion is good for mass, though, I mean, you know, if you lose your power by the time you really can do anything with it, then, I mean, you know, you're just kind of screwed anyway. It was some good play though. Petric, especially with all the drops. He did try some drops in ZLO's base. ZLO did do a good job at countering that, and ZLO did do a good job at controlling air for the early game. But in the end, though, Petric seems to have pulled it off and has taken a victory from ZLO. Although I think Petric was on a, I think Petric, just looking at it though, I think Petric was I'd like to say Petric was carrying, but at the same time, though, ZLO could have been able to make a comeback. I mean, anything can happen when you have these 2100s going up against each other, and yeah, it's very interesting to see. All in all, though, good match. GG. Interesting map, though. Really, I might play this map myself, and I think I should be played slightly more. It's very interesting. Maybe we'll see in the ladder pool in a new ladder pool in the future. Who knows? That's the match, though. I am BeastmodeGuNs, and I shall see you in the next game, in the lobby. Peace.